In today's video, it's going to be a new kind of style of content. As in this video, I actually recorded a podcast with Poppy Productions. Poppy Productions is a media company run by the owner, Lloyd. So in this video, I spoke with Lloyd for almost an hour about all of the different types of media stuff, as he's been in the media industry for almost 20 years. But me, I've only been in it for about 20 months. So sit back, relax, and listen to the chats of the difference between 20 months of experience in the media industry compared to 20 years in the media industry. And if you do enjoy this podcast, make sure to like and subscribe down below and go and check out Poppy Productions for helping make this be possible. But without further ado, let's begin.
Okay, welcome to a quick little pod that we're doing for Flynn. Flynn is our most work experienced person ever. So you come in when you were 14, 15?
Yeah, year 10.
Year 10. And then you're back for a work placement with us, which is awesome. It's going well, like getting through the hours. It's quite difficult because you have to take quite a lot of ownership of stuff yourself, don't you? So how has it been overall?
I've enjoyed it. I think it's been quite good. I've learnt a lot, especially using After Effects and things like that I wouldn't normally learn, which is quite nice.
Yeah. What's been the most useful tip that you've learnt since you've been here?
Oh, it's hard because it's either between the frame rate, knowing like the 24 to 60 and the difference of what it does, or also the graph editor as well on After Effects, what we went through a little while ago.
Stabilization and time remapping.
Yeah.
Right? Because there are tutorials, but sometimes you don't know which ones to look at, and then they might be doing it in a different way. So it's good to like have something and just be like, right, what
and
I
you can actually ask questions as well.
Exactly. Yeah, it's interactive. Yeah. Because we did stabilization and time remapping last week, so that's quite fresh. I thought it was you picked it up really quick. And do you know what button you have to press for easing the keyframes? Can you remember?
F9.
Yeah,
F9. I remember it.
There you go. See, he learns quick. I've got other questions here. Right. So when because you're actually doing some freelance work as well.
Yeah.
When obviously you're just starting out, but looking forward, do you think you're gonna try and specialize in like the type of work you do? Because you have done like care and like services and stuff like that,
more like
and
promotional kind of theme ones.
Promotional stuff, and I suppose some corporate type work as well. But then you've done sports.
I do enjoy doing the sports ones. Like I've done the go-karting and I'm starting out doing football as well. So that should be quite fun. I enjoy doing sports as well outside of media. So bringing them together makes it a lot more fun.
And you did some automotive as well.
Yeah.
Like your dad works for Ford, right? So bit of that, and also you went out and shot some...
I went to Brooklands Car Museum as well.
Yeah.
So that was fun. And the Mercedes World, which is next to it.
Okay, cool. You said you felt a little awkward going around.
Yeah, I didn't want to wear my GoPro because I think if I'm walking around a museum or like a car dealership kind of style one with a massive GoPro on, a little bit awkward.
And people think like, what's this guy up to? Sort of thing. Yeah. I mean, I've in the past when I'm shooting, sometimes I'm a bit dead to it now, but walking around and like asking people to like, reach in and grab a coffee or whatever it is, like, but you just get numb to it and like you
I think it can be awkward. It depends how you take it. Like you could see it as though people are looking as they're interested or people are judging it. It just depends on what way you look at it in a way.
Yeah. I always wonder if like people will go back home and like start searching for the videos to see if they end up in the background. Or
I used to do that before I started media. If I saw someone with a camera, I'd just search up wherever it was and try and find it. Just out of curiosity. But
like you have to do it a couple of weeks later, don't you? Because the turnaround of stuff.
Yeah.
So like in regards to like doing your own work and like getting to know how long things take, what do you find is easier or more challenging? Estimating how long something's going to take or pricing it?
I think at the moment, probably pricing it, just because where I'm starting out, I need to know, like, obviously, like, to do with workflow as well. It depends on if I'm doing like an hourly rate, then they kind of come together as well.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I'd say pricing, because of my age and trying to understand the industry is different to knowing how long it would take, just because I've done editing a while, but only recently I've started introducing more paid work.
Yeah, because I suppose you're kind of at a stage where, okay, it might take you 3 days, but you can't charge like 3 days of intense, like high
Otherwise
quality
it'd be way too much
because because you're still learning and stuff like that.
It's more experience at the moment I need to try and take in rather than money.
But I'd agree. I think that's a good way to look at it, because if you're only going to go for paid jobs, that just decreases the amount of experience you're going to get. So and you learn on the job much more than you do like doing tutorials and stuff like that. You might know kind of how to do something, but if you're just doing tutorials, you might learn one thing and you'll be like, oh, I know how to do that, but now I need a job where we're going to be doing time remapping and stuff
exactly.
like that. So it's
just more trying to find stuff to do that I enjoy. Like, for example, with the go-karting, being like, I just made a video, turned up on the day, and then they said that they saw my video, so let me on the track. So it's just even things like that, just posting stuff just gets you out there as well.
You said you got a couple of good mates who you're collabing with as well, on the go-karting, and you got fashion stuff coming up. Is that quite important for people starting out, you feel?
I think so, yeah. I think trying to get as many experiences as possible is just the key, just so you can say a fashion brand reaches out to me and says, can I like take photos of their clothing? I can say, oh yeah, here's some of my work that I've done before, kind of thing.
Yeah. I suppose the not danger, but where I kind of like went a bit too broad is that I did have experience in most things, but it might have been like 4 years ago when I did something in the niche. And I always feel a little bit like it's a good video, but it's 4 years old. So I'm showing you this thing, and obviously we've developed our ways of doing things now. So
I think over time you also kind of find your niche as well with what you want to do more of. Like, for example, like with you, more editing and more like promotional kind of videos. Yeah. But then obviously with me, it's a bit more like I'm still trying to find what I enjoy, and I'm also quite good at as well. Like, I enjoy doing the sports, but I'm not amazing at it. But over time, hopefully I can build that up and slowly improve just by doing more of it.
Yeah. And then do you find sometimes you're looking around and you see like a kit or a bit of kit or a lens or something like that, and you're like, ooh, that would be good for shooting football or whatever, because you need a big zoom. Have you got anything on your list that you want to be getting next?
I want to try and upgrade to either a Canon or a Sony, because at the moment I'm with Nikon, but I've got a Nikon D3500 and I've had it for like 4 years now or something, and it's still quite a good camera. But obviously, as I build up more experience and start doing more paid jobs, I want to try and invest that money into better equipment or like a bigger lens as well. Like, if I'm doing sports photography, I need to be able to have quite a far zoom as well with my lens and like and stuff like that, and have certain, like even an ND filter just will improve the content a lot.
Especially like shooting in summer as well, because that was one of the things that was a mini game changer for like our work, because you can change the settings to like not have it so like blown out. Yeah. But if you have an ND, then you can still have all the like depth of field and stuff
have
like that.
The detail on it still.
Exactly.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. So you got the Osmo, the new one, which I think is a really handy piece of kit, because the fact that you can do portrait
Yeah.
mode, and
You can
and
do so
shoots
much, and it
natively.
is a very good camera for
Yeah.
like the sizing of it. It's mental.
Yeah, and you said you're on Nikon now. Have you looked at the Nikon ZR?
I've seen bits about it, but I haven't gone into too much detail at the moment, just because obviously where the only thing that I find with the Nikon cameras is the focus, but that might just be because either my one's older or it's not tracking it properly on the subjects or something.
Yeah.
But
I have heard quite good things about the ZR.
right.
Supposedly it's cheaper than the equivalent Sony, which would be the Sony
FX30,
FX,
FX3.
3.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so the FX3, and yeah, supposedly autofocus on it's pretty good. The video quality is a lot better. The log profiles are better.
I suppose it does a bit of both as well, photo and
Yeah,
video.
and it does do photo as well. Whereas, yeah, the FX3 is more just video. But
Yeah.
I think you can take stills on it.
That's the thing, like with Canon as well, it's more, I think, more photography, like sided.
Yeah, I would say that as well. Like, I really like the color profiles in Canon for stills, but yeah, I haven't really used Canon since I had a D650, like shooting
Yeah.
HD stuff. But yeah, that was
Maybe
that was a
in
long time ago.
Is it ZR? What you said about the Nikon?
The Nikon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's quite a good one to look into then for the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
one.
especially like if you have a Nikon lens that you like.
Yeah.
And
I
then
suppose I can use it for both then, couldn't I? Because it's more the
Yeah.
body
yeah,
that I think.
because
is
at the
problem.
moment people are saying that Sony need to up their game because
right.
of this one. So yeah, keep having a look at that. And seeing as the body only is, I think it's like 2.5K, whereas
Yeah.
the other one would be, I think, 3.5 to 4. So yeah, there might be a
Yeah.
saving to be made, and
Yeah, maybe start having a
yeah.
look into that and
because
seeing.
I remember when I've because you got to commit, haven't you, when you
Yeah.
go to a camera because of the lens systems and obviously if you shoot in Sony, like it helps that all the cameras here
Yeah.
are all Sony because they're all like
They all
a
match
similar.
up.
Yeah. But if you're not starting out, but you're ready to commit to that next like A camera basically, then yeah, it's good to have a really solid choice that you can, because at the time I think the A7S II, which is that one, was the go-to camera. Like before that it was Canon 5D Mark III or whatever it was at the time, but that was only HD, and then these came in 4K, and then the one after that, which is that one, then did 120 frame slow-mo as well.
Yeah.
So, and then that's pretty much the chip that's in the FX3 as well now. So
Yeah, I think because the Osmo as well does 120 frame slow mo. It's and it shoots 4K and everything as well.
Yeah.
So I think for now, like with the video, I can do the Osmo. Obviously, it hasn't got the lens and
Yeah.
everything on, but it's still
and it's got stabilization.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think at the moment it's quite a good one to build up like more money and get more experience with, and
yeah,
then
you could definitely like, especially because it comes with, or you bought the pack that comes.
I
with
got the
mics
creator
and
kit.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like because otherwise, yeah, you're finding out which mic is the best. So you've got another list of which mic do I get now with it.
Yeah.
But like when you're DJI and it's all working with the system,
And it's more
that's
money
good.
as well, trying to find all these different like mics and like cables and everything.
Yeah.
Like with the Osmo, just the mic literally instantly links up to the Osmo.
Okay, right.
So as soon
and
as you
is it-
turn on the mic, it like automatically links if they're both on.
right, you don't need to hardwire it.
No.
Okay, yeah.
It's all Bluetooth, and the quality of the audio is quite good as well with the mic. Obviously, there's also the dead cat that you can put on it as well.
Yeah.
I think that's quite good. I haven't really needed to use it yet. I used it for the go-karting actually, and it sounded a lot better because it was quite a windy day that day. So I used that for that. But other than like when I'm indoors, I don't really need to use it.
No, exactly. Like I always find that audio is quite a tricky thing to get right sometimes. Because as you say, if you're not monitoring, you haven't got your headphones on, and just trusting that it's going all right, and then you've accidentally caught like a wind tunnel, and it's like just like basically bumping the whole time. That's that can ruin a shoot. There are ways now with AI to replace it.
There's like the what's it on Premiere, the audio
enhanced speech.
Enhanced speech. That's it. Because I was thinking isolation voice, but it's not that. It's enhancing.
I always find it does sound a little well, I don't know what the term is, but like,
it sounds like muffled kind of thing.
Yeah, because I think it takes out like from
probably like the harsh noise
high
kind
end
of thing
and the low end, and then you end up with like quite a muffled result. But that's the thing as well. Like when you see the first example of it, being like, oh, this is me talking on the street, and this is me talking in the street with vocal enhancer, and it's a really, really good example.
Yeah.
And then you try it, and you're just like, just sounds
don't sound
like, someone's got like a blanket over their head or something. Yeah. So that's a tough one.
Yeah.
So as far as specializing, you think content creation in general, so video editing, and then you might specialize towards sport and maybe car content.
Yeah.
Or just sport in general, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know at the moment. I think because at the moment I'm trying to find what I prefer between the video and the photo. Because at the moment I'm enjoying doing the photos because I kind of can see like the vision of what I wanted to get out of it. But I think with the video, it's more holding and recording. Obviously, you can still get like the panning shots and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm still trying to learn both. I think at the moment what I'm aiming to do is get better at both, and then I can try and do
the skills,
the mix between.
Yeah, exactly. So a good example of that would be, say you're doing B-roll of like this studio, for instance, and you're like, right, okay, we'll get a mic. If you're doing it in stills, you'd just get a nice composition, like where it all looked good.
And like
with video, that you would maybe move slightly from the right side across, but you still get that what the still would be in the middle of it. You know what I mean? So that's good.
It's trying to like, and obviously using the videos, like the composition for video as well, like learning video. You can use that in photography as well, like just like learning the framing and everything.
Exactly,
I think they all do link up quite well, which is very beneficial in the end because it's less to learn in a way.
Well, it's the same thing. Like lighting, for instance, goes for both, and composition goes for both. So there are some things, even settings like shutter speed and that. So like how much movement do you want in it, and like using NDs, like when it's necessary. That'll all help for both cases. Do you prefer like on video, like, because obviously you're still thinking between stills and video, but with video, do you prefer to go out and film or sit in and edit?
Well, I think at the moment probably going out and shooting, but the thing is I enjoy doing the video and then editing it after, so I get the full process.
Right.
But the thing is with the industry, obviously you've got camera operators and then you've got editors, so it's about picking which one. But because I enjoy being more practical, I think that's how I am just like that in general. I just like doing stuff more than sitting down. So usually like when I go out or at college, I'm always saying like, oh, I'm happy to be the cameraman, like, because I enjoyed making the shots and stuff. But then I also, after I filmed, I also think, now I kind of want to edit it. Because I've got the vision of what I've done during the recording to then doing the edit. But obviously it's how different people think. And
I mean, every so often I've received rushes from someone and I'm just like, they shoot exactly how I would shoot. Like composition's pretty much the same, like duration of pans and things like that. And I'm just like, I know exactly like how to edit this, because that
just works well together.
Like and then, but the same thing goes for if I have done a shoot and then I jump on to the edit, I know, oh yeah, like I've done this pattern, then I'll do one back just for an alternate. And then if I've done it again, maybe that means I thought I'd screwed up on the first one, or I could get something better.
You can just watch through it again and see what one in the time you thought, oh, that's quite a good one. But
yeah. So, have you got any questions for me?
I do. I'll start from the top, and I'll do it in the order that I wrote it down in.
Go for it.
So my first one is, what are your goals for 2026?
It's a bit of a weird one, really, because I've got my lease renewing in October. So either we could scale down and like go more mobile, or same as this, keep the studio, try and get more stuff in. Actually, podcast has picked up a bit more, and we're still working with a lot of our clients on stuff. So most likely we'll still be in here, maybe doing a little bit more training people. Actually, we've got a lot of work experience people coming up from like March. So yeah, just like developing, talent within here, and
trying
I want to
see
support
potential kind of thing.
Lara in her freelance photography, and you as well. So yeah, just like more of the same. Like I get by, doing whatever. So hopefully, I can help other people to like get on the get into the industry and stuff like that.
Yeah. So just coming from that, what you just said, in the studio, what is this isn't one of the questions, this is just to you, but what is your favourite thing to do in the studio? Like, do you enjoy doing the podcast in the Cove?
Yeah, I like it all really. I've always been way too broad, so like having different things is just keeps my mind like occupied, keeps my attention basically. So if someone comes in and they're like, oh, okay, we've got team podcast, but then can we get some stills there? And I'll have Lara in or yourself, and we'll be able to get some headshots, maybe like some piece to cameras out there, then come in here, we'll do a pod, and then all the content's like really different.
Yeah, and I suppose it's more potential as well for the clients to get different content.
Yeah. So they're here, they may as well create, like do headshots, do like all the things they can, and then they're like, oh, okay, cool, right. So in a week or so, we'll have all that content. Yeah. So it's good. So I like doing a bit of everything. Basically. Yeah. Good question.
This one's more of a would you rather, but I was wondering, would you rather shoot an all-day event or edit all day? So it's a bit like how your one was with mine.
Yeah. That's a tough one. I think it depends what I've been doing like more of before. So if I had the option now, I'd probably say go and shoot an event. So like I can get out of the studio, and then hopefully I'd get the edit as well. Yeah. But if I wasn't going to get the edit, then it's I'm happy to like hand it over. But yeah, at the moment I'd probably say go shoot something.
Right. Okay.
But I am happy to sit in and edit as well.
Yeah. So far, what's your favourite event what you've shot?
Oh, interesting. I used to work with a company called Smile, and they make events, and I think there was one for it wasn't Salesforce, but it was a similar like basically loads of people coming together for like how their businesses interact with customers. Yeah. So like it's like the point of sale systems and stuff like that. And yeah, we just had a really good team. There was a guy who I hadn't met before called Dale who does that, the hyperlapses.
Oh yeah.
So I got to see him like doing his thing from a distance because I didn't want to get in the way of the pictures. So that
just have your face in one of the
exactly,
snippets.
just like looking in the camera. And I've worked with like people I like, and I've worked with plenty of times. There's that. Still same company. We flew to Switzerland to do I forget what the event is called, but it's basically like it's ironic because loads of rich people fly to this place and then they talk about like global warming and things like that.
Oh, right.
And they're all like private jets.
Yeah.
But that was cool.
Sounds like a good experience.
Yeah, they because it was going to be like -4, like walking around the town. They got me a coat at the beginning, and I was like, "Ooh, I haven't got a winter coat yet." So that was like straight away.
Yeah.
They'd won me over, and then obviously we stayed there for 4 days, like international travel. The event was cool. Edits went well. Yeah, and it wasn't too much of a like pain. There were some late nights and things like that, because obviously you're editing event stuff and they want to put it out the next day and say this is what happened yesterday. So yeah, that was good.
But as long as it all flows nicely though, like with the travel, I think the travel is the main problem with like things like that.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a nice thing to think to do, but then it's actually a bit of a pain. But Smile were good because they give you like travel days, which isn't a full paid day, but they know you can't work with someone else. So they're like, okay, we'll pay you half or 2/3.
So I suppose that's the benefits of it.
Yeah, exactly. So like, rather than spending all your own money to get to somewhere and then doing the work, you're actually getting a bit like either end of the job.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was good.
In your opinion, what is the best way to promote your personal like brand or business?
So I think for like our work, like doing a lot of like behind the scenes of how you work and stuff like that, I don't do it enough. Mainly because, you know, if I'm shooting something, I would need a camera strapped to me. And I said earlier, like when we were chatting, that I don't talk through the process enough, so I could get used to doing that. So like, I see people, there's a wedding photographer who's really good. He's kind of like, gets everyone in, but he's Australian and he swears and stuff. So people comment on his posts because they're like, if you were sat there swearing at my wedding, like I would send you home.
It's a bit controversial kind of thing.
But yeah, he's like, fucking, you guys get out now, like bride and groom, you know, And yeah, but he uses the 360 mounted on his camera.
I've seen that, and I've also seen the Osmo mount on there as well. That looks quite cool.
Yeah, so it's like at an angle.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You can do it in landscape, I think it might be.
Yeah, so you get that POV, especially for still shooters, because they don't get video content out the back of it. And
that's like one of the guys I know as well. Well, I don't personally know him, but I know of him and my friend knows him, but he does the photography for Malden and Tiptree, and he's got the Osmo mounted on his camera as well. They make the short video content out of the content from his camera. So it's like all of the, for example, like the football celebrations and stuff, it's from literally like in front of him. So you can see it a lot better.
Yeah, it is good. As I say, it is more time like adding to the edit, and you're not paid for that bit.
Yeah,
like so you do have to do it off your own back, or you know, give them a discount and say, can we use it? Or even factor in the fact that you're going to have to be a day of editing your own stuff and charge accordingly.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ways to work it. Obviously, you're doing it for yourself. So some people might just be a bit like, oh, yeah, don't post my face on your own stuff.
Yeah.
But, as long as you're working well with people. And,
it all depends
on
permission. I suppose it all depends on the client as well. Like, if the client's saying that they don't want to be in the photo or the video, you can't then be like, oh well, you're gonna have to be now because I've already done it. You have to change it,
especially if you are a bit controversial like that guy I was saying, because if he's like, oh, you know, father-in-law fucking get out of the picture, like the guy might be a bit pissed off and just be like, okay, right, well, I don't want that on social, even though it makes, you know, like 1 million views.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like,
and they're not going to benefit from it either, really.
Exactly. Yeah. So you never know, but you can always have clauses in saying that you shoot your own social media while you're doing it. I think you do have to make sure you don't prioritize that.
Yeah.
Because like if you're just like, just 1 minute, I'm just recording something.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you know,
we're kind of
we're doing the stuff.
Yeah. I think it is more just having it at the side just to show the whole process of the day rather than about you kind of thing.
Yeah. And always like it's quite nice to tie in, you know, why they're a great company to work with. And you know,
give
like,
them credit as well.
Yeah,
at the
and
same
you're
time.
also promoting them without just being like, oh, they're a client, they're paying me, and this is what I did. Like, make that about you. You're just like saying, you know, this is a care home or this is a racetrack. It's really awesome. Do this, do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to come back down here on my own to have a go. And, you know,
it builds a bit of a connection as well with the company or brand or whatever as well.
Yeah.
This one it's a bit more for now, but it's like, if you had to restart your media business, what would you do to build it back up again?
It kind of happens every January anyway, but if I was going to start from scratch, I'd probably actually find someone who was good at sales and partner with them, because if you've got like all the work coming in, like I can smash out work like 365 24/7 basically. So that would just, like, even if I was paying commission to the partner or whatever. But I'd probably do that just so that the work was always there, and then I could still get people in, train them and get them to help out with like certain things just to speed up the workflow, just so we could cope with the amount of work. Obviously that's always an option, but when you're established and you got your own clients, like it's just various things, like, you know, if you had a partner and he was like, no, you have to charge this for the video, and they're like, well, we don't charge these guys who we're working with already, and then if they were like, well, you have to charge them that as well, then you're like, well, okay, but
it's a bit awkward.
Not like we're mates, but they're like long-standing clients, so they kind of, you know, it just creates a little bit of stuff. And I hate selling, so I'd rather someone else do it. But yeah, like in the way I work, most people like will seek me out and get me to work on a project because they've heard either I'm good or they've worked with me before or whatever. So I'm happy with how it goes.
Okay, so over time, what is the biggest change that you've seen in the media industry while working, like doing your own content and doing paid client work and stuff?
Interesting. So I started in TV and they were like using digital beta tapes. And now obviously it's all digital. So when I was coming to the end of that job, people were recording to SD cards and like CF Express cards and things like that. So it was getting digital already. But I think it's kind of that prosumer type thing. So a lot of people have access to the like highest end editing software, whether it's DaVinci or Premiere or whatever. And there's so many tutorials that people can learn it and do their own stuff. So I think it's the accessibility. All you need is a laptop, hard drive, camera.
Even your phone nowadays, it shoots such good quality.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I have seen people with like the Pro iPhones and the rigs where it records to an SSD and stuff like that. And some movies have been made on iPhone, but yeah, I think like with actual physical lenses, there's just something
it's a lot better looking. But there's also on the, I think it's only on iPhone though, it's not on Android, but there's the DaVinci app as well, the camera app.
The Blackmagic, I've got that actually on there.
Yeah, it does look quite good. I think it's got all like the different It's got like white balance and stuff on there as well.
Yeah. It's got everything. It basically turns your iPhone into like a proper camera.
Yeah.
And you can record out of your USB-C to a SD card.
Oh, right.
Not SD card, SSD. And you can do ProRes 422 HQ and stuff like that. So
right.
it works with Apple and higher. Just higher quality.
So it keeps it
obviously you wouldn't
nice
be able to,
looking.
iPhone storage is like you got 128 gigabytes that would fill up in a day, and then you'd be screwed. So that's why you have to have the SSD. But yeah, it is actually quite a cool app. And it gives you audio levels. So if you're using an external mic plugged into your,
so it's like
you can actually see
like
how the stereo input's going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's the thing that I'm like missing out on, because I want to move to iPhone, but at the moment I'm on Android. So that's one of the things that I'd think, like, say I'm recording my own content just at home. Yeah. It's like the camera quality would be so much better than like using regular camera or like Samsung camera.
I mean, for me, if anyone's recording from camera or from phone, whether it's iPhone or Samsung or whatever, I think the lighting and the room, that's why you always see all the streamers with really nice setups, nice lighting. Like we've got here, pinks and stuff in the background, good lighting. That's like
just the different colours and
exactly, and it just pops, because before we actually had all the different lighting and backgrounds in here, it was just white and it was so bland. So that made a huge
just gives
difference.
it a bit more life to the video. I think
it also adds to like the composition. So you got like a divide here and stuff like that. So,
like the framing kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like and I often said that to people who are doing their own even just podcasts on Zoom or whatever. Like get one of these like LED garden floodlights, set it to a color and just put it in the background, so you've got something like your brand color or something. So makes a big difference, and it's not on you, so you don't turn green or purple or pink, but
just having it in the
it's
back,
just against the wall. And if you get two, you can have like a nice gradient and it looks pretty cool.
It's about, I suppose, like having that balance between too much as well and not enough.
Like sometimes but the thing is, if we turn these off, then it does look a bit plain again, so it is nice to have it. But there is a balance. It could be too much.
So how do you see the future of like Poppy Productions planning out? Like, would you want to stay here till you finish working, or would you want to have a change of like career, like maybe work from home but still do like shoots and stuff?
Funnily enough, like any time we get like quiet periods, like January, February always happens, like end of December as well, because I take that off anyway. I do sometimes start thinking like, what should I do? Should I start getting into like teaching or anything like that? Like, I don't think that I'd be that great a teacher, but I'd probably have to do a course on how to teach. But like my knowledge is there.
I suppose it's more experience as well. It's just learning the skills on how to teach, I think, is the thing that a lot of people struggle with trying to learn. It's such a like niche thing to try and do.
Like, I mean, even at uni, the teachers there didn't have that much experience. Like really, they didn't have 20 years in the game. But then again, you might have someone who's 22 and they've got like 2 million followers on their like content creation account. So like, who's to say that's not more experienced and then they could do it? So it's a tough one. I'm not sure I'm totally cut out for teaching, but that's what I like
want
to
to nowadays either.
I mean it is tough, and like I think I'd probably be better on like After Effects and stuff like that, because it's quite specialized. Whereas like edit and film and stuff like that, that's more of a like an art, whereas it's not technical. I'd probably be better on the technical side of things. But yeah, I always think of that. I'd like to be at the studio still, like going on. Probably, like, if we could buy our own space, so we don't have to be like renewing leases every time. But and like have to pull it down to go off. But yeah, that's the only like long term goals. We've got some other stuff like digitizing projects that we might start getting into, but yeah, we're waiting on that. Yeah, otherwise,
sounds good though.
Yeah, and then obviously if we have like other projects that we can get you involved in, that'd be good.
More than happy to try and help when I can.
Yeah. I mean, we know each other pretty well. You know what we're like, and I always like to help out and like value people's time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
like, even though I'm still starting out, I think even like the extra pair of hands can just like help out, like even helping put a lighting setup or whatever together.
Yeah.
It's still like, or even behind the scenes, for example, like when we went to the Anita Carmichael shoot with the thing, like even just having someone behind the scenes, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, it's always good to have a bigger team. Like, I always like to pay people fairly for their time, like as long as it's not just experience sort of thing. So often I'll keep it like to a small team rather than just going overboard and saying, right, you get loads of content for us and stuff, because you know, it goes back to what we were saying earlier, is like it's more time to sort that out. But really I should have someone always doing BTS content for us, and that's their job. But yeah, it's making sure someone's like paid well.
And it's also obviously the cost of having to run the studio, having someone extra to pay, all of them, it soon adds up as well. Yeah. This one, it kind of covers what we spoke about earlier, but it's, if you wasn't in the media industry, what would you want to be?
Oh yeah, I have thought about this a few times, and I reckon, well, I've said before that I'd probably work at Nando's as a chef just to get free Nando's all day. But yeah, I think something in like culinary. Yeah. I'd fairly like to do that, but yeah, I don't really know. Like, I could do anything as long as it just keeps me busy. I could.
I suppose if you enjoy it anyway, then that's all that really matters.
I'm not proud, but like of what, you know, I could empty bins for a living. I wouldn't mind, but yeah, obviously I've got a family to support, and that's the main thing. It just so happens that I do what I like to do, and that I've got business and nice people, good people that we work with, and
healthy relationships with clients and stuff.
Exactly, yeah. And I think also, like, if you're mentally stimulated with things, so like I might be just sat there all day, and then you say, how is that done? And then all of a sudden there's a bit of, you know, like interest, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, this is how we do, and then maybe we'll do a tutorial off the back of that, you know. So that keeps it exciting, and you wouldn't be able to do that in, you know, like if I was delivering milk in the mornings, like you'd just be you doing it, or like postman or something like that. But you know, I could do that. But yeah, so basically I don't know what I would do, because obviously you can't go back in time, but yeah, I'd probably do something like,
I suppose it all depends on the opportunities as well when you're younger, with what is shown to you and like what kind of things you do, and just stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the danger with anything that I got into is that, say I was a chef, I'd want to open my own restaurant. Yeah. So like, no matter what, it would turn out expensive.
Business ownership kind of thing.
I think so, because my dad had his own business as well, so that's what I kind of like saw. And also working for yourself is a little bit easier, because although you end up actually working more because you don't take holidays, but at least you can just say, okay, I'm having a week off, something like that, like if you need to. So it's nice to have that, even if you don't use it. So yeah, that would be my alternate universe, I think.
Is there anything else you would want to add to the studio to improve it? Also, what is your favourite thing about the studio? We kind of said about it earlier as well.
Yeah. Okay. So there's actually something on the list that I want to do. So you know where we have the edit desks and stuff like that. I want to build like a partition across there. So you know where the frame with all of the pictures of everyone.
Yeah.
It would kind of come out from that wall. I'd move all the pictures to like maybe there. And then it would be like an enclosed area that wouldn't get so cold because like it's got a roof and a heater and stuff like that. So
to make it its own little room kind of thing for the editing.
But again, this is the last. Well, it's the last winter till I renew my lease. So if I'm not going to build it,
you don't want
to. If we're going to go somewhere else or something like that. So
most
likely we will be here. So I'll build it after I renew.
Yeah.
And then like we'll be able to benefit it for 3 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably the only thing that I've got on the list at the moment. Like most of the nooks and crannies are filled now with stuff. Like there is a product table up there, but it's like a junk room up there, storage. We have got a roof over that bit. It just needs a wall. So yeah, like other than that,
I think it works and functions really like nicely. Like everything's here, and it looks nice as well.
Yeah, so we had about 15 people in like last week, and then there were people waiting outside, unfortunately in the cold. But we had like heated blankets for them and stuff.
Yeah,
and then they took turns to come into the pod, and it was nice and warm in here because we had the heater and the door shut.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the pod room was my favourite like build.
Yeah.
And it's quite big in here. We don't use it as much as we should for the money. And I don't even know what the actual cost of building it entirely was.
Yeah.
Including kit, like probably quite a lot. But yeah, no, it's a good.
But the opportunity from it though, that you've been able to like do your own podcast, other people's podcasts.
Yeah. Even like just the technical know-how of being able to like record all the cameras, separate angles, then sort it out afterwards.
And in the edit as well, doing it all, and
just
knowing how to do it in the edit as well does help.
Yeah. Because as I said, I think we were saying like when you have one technique, you can actually end up using it for other things.
Yeah.
So say if you are used to doing podcasts and you switch your multicam for like camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, like you might do a music video where you record the same thing again and again and again, put it in a multi-clip, and then you're like 1, 2, 3,
switch between it.
Like same technique, just in a different way, more creative.
Yeah, and once you've done it once, you're always going to have that skill and knowledge as well. Like, even if you don't do it for a while, it will always come back to you because you'll think, I've done that before. Or,
exactly. Or you can do it. You might need to. So that there's this classic. There's an expression in After Effects that you can basically the file name of the composition that you make. Boring, but you can put like an underscore or a hyphen or something, and then put first name underscore second name. And then the text for like lower thirds looks up that. So if you're doing 100 people's name cards that pop up, you just call the sequence that, and it just automatically changes it all. But the expression for it, I know it's there. I can't remember it off by heart, so I always have to Google it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like saying like expression that does this and that, and then it pops up. And you know how on Google like it's purple if you visited it before, and I'm like, there you are.
Yeah.
Like,
you find it again.
And that's the most visited page of the last 10 years probably.
Yeah, I suppose if it's useful and you're always using it, then
like I'll use it definitely like 2 times a year, but like it hasn't gone in yet. So
not as consistent with other things, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, because if you have a project that needs it, once it's in.
Yeah.
So like you just duplicate it. You don't need to keep typing it in. So
yeah,
it doesn't
exactly.
get into your head. I know roughly what it is. It's like split something space.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just making sure it's the right wording for it or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Because obviously it's like it's like coding.
Yeah.
So
this one is more broad and it's like the finale kind of question.
Mm.
But what has been your favourite highlight of all of Poppy Productions so far?
In a way, it's like all the like create days, because we've done I think we've done 5 or 6 of them. You know, like where everyone comes in.
Everyone comes in and all do it.
It's when the studio is busy. It's like cool. So like any time we've had big teams in who've hired, you know, hair and makeup going on in one corner, like all sorts of stuff. Like it might not even be that I'm shooting anything, but it's just nice
got stuff going on and
yeah. So, and like people say it every time they come in, they're like, "Oh, this is amazing! Can't believe like I didn't know about this place."
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the nicest.
Just meeting new people and actually
meeting new people. Yeah. It might not be that they in the way they work, they need it or can afford to use the space. But like everyone always says, it looks really cool. Like, and we try and keep it tidy as well, which I think is a problem for a lot of studios. But we're always pretty good to go.
Or even like having the people come in and view the studio. Like obviously, there's been a couple on the Wednesdays when I'm in.
Yeah.
But just hearing them, like their feedback and reactions of each thing, like the Cove, like obviously the podcast room, just everything going on, and like that I can't remember who it was now, but the lady that came in the other day, she was like, "Oh, you've even got a toilet." It's like it's just little things like that.
Actually, funnily enough, I've had that a couple of times. We had one person come in, and he was like, "Oh, and by the way, your toilet's really nice." Like I've been to loads of industrial units, and the toilets are like almost like a pot, like and like you take it for granted, but I just thought people coming in, models, clients, they don't want to be like flushing the toilet with a bucket or something like that. So we made that, like obviously got a kitchen, like all the mod cons really, but hopefully getting a coffee machine soon, like a nice one. And
you love a good coffee as well.
I've stopped having so many because I'm on instant at the moment and it's not as good, but like I normally have like 4 in the morning. keeps me going. No, wicked. Thanks for the questions and for always being inquisitive and learning so quick with everything you do.
I'll try.
I mean it's been really good having you in both generations of like what you are like
when we had
a little guy with a briefcase and now like driving in his own car, but no, it's been really cool, and I know this pod might not even see the light of day, but it's here somewhere. It's in the ether. Cool. Right. It's been the FG Creatives / Poppy Productions pod. Bye bye.